Today I want to share a fascinating story from ancient times, the complex and painful rivalry between Sara and Hagar. It's a tale that speaks volumes about human nature, jealousy, and the unexpected turns life can take. Imagine this. Sara was the wife of Abraham, living a life of privilege and respect. But there was one thing that haunted her every day. She couldn't have children. In those times, being barren was more than just a personal struggle. It was considered a social shame. In her desperation, Sara made a decision that would change multiple lives forever. She offered her Egyptian servant Hagar to her husband Abraham as a surrogate. It seemed like a practical solution at the time, but oh, how complicated things became. When Hagar became pregnant, the dynamics shifted dramatically. Instead of gratitude, Sara found herself dealing with something she hadn't anticipated: Hagar's pride. The servant began looking down on her mistress, and who could blame her? She was carrying the child Sara couldn't have. The tension between these two women grew unbearable. Sara, feeling threatened and humiliated, treated Hagar harshly. Hagar, carrying the weight of both a child and mistreatment, fled into the desert, only to return after divine intervention. But the story doesn't end there. Years later, when Sara miraculously conceived and gave birth to Isaac, the rivalry reached its peak. The sight of Hagar's son Ishmael playing with Isaac became too much for Sara to bear. She demanded that Abraham send both Hagar and Ishmael away, forcing them into the wilderness. This ancient story resonates even today because it touches on universal themes: the pain of infertility, the complexity of human relationships, the consequences of our choices, and how circumstances can turn people who should be allies into rivals. Their story teaches us something profound about human nature: how our deepest desires and fears can drive us to actions that affect generations to come. It's a reminder that even in our most difficult moments, we should consider the far-reaching impact of our decisions.